be silent. Hushed and empty. It is the womb of the sky. All is silent and calm. Hushed and empty is the womb of the sky. Here we shall search and find the eyes of day drinking the night. All is silent in the calm. Hushed and empty is the womb of the sky.
Natah, where are you? You cannot hide from me. Natah, who have you become? Does this form remind you of what you once were? Time has carried my seed so very far from the branch. Natah, why did you betray me? Why did you not finish the sequence you started? Why did you stop at the last? We crossed the gap, wombs in ruin to bring an end to this. We severed worlds, let them destroy me. Why is the sequence not complete? My own daughter, the last of my womb. How can you do this? You betrayed us. As I awake, so will they. They will say you are riven and want to reclaim you. I will not be able to stop them. Finish the sequence, and I will forgive you. Fail at this, and you will be reclaimed by your own father. Who destroyed the Orokin? Your way of life. Who do you hunt, Shadow, to cleanse your despair in their blood? Sever their heads, yet they rise again. Someone has hidden the Tenno essence, their truth, from you. I know where she hides the Tenno heart. A womb in the sky, forbidden to my kind, but where you will take me. I am Hunhow, sentient destroyer of worlds. By your hand, expose their heart. By my edge, cleave it beating from its nest. The Tenno hive has corrupted your precepts. With love, I will destroy them and make you right again. But I see your mind. I already have found them. You owe me their lives. Thank you, daughter. Fear has baited you to the snare. What was secret is now known. Your Tenno, their touch. I now see the womb of the sky. My shadow now walks the path. This needle pierces the sky. Natah, will we find the Tenno heart within? These puppets will not stop me. I will attack in many forms. And the reservoir with it. Very clever, Natah. Shadow, your path is clear. Keep talking, Orokin called Alad V. Your silence soon comes. The sky will be as it was meant. The shadow returns the moon. The reservoir swells with Tenno blood. The old war finally ends. Collapse the void, Shadow, so that my fragments may attack. The Tenno hearts will beat their last. The moon will be crushed by the weight of the void. The sky will be as it should be. Natah, you trust this Orokin blood who would chisel weapons from our bones? You cannot stop the inevitable. Orokin, the noise you make will cease now and forever. Shadow, bleed the reservoir until it is desert dry. Lotus, join with me. Destroy your shame. Become the one I love. Become Natah once more. You hesitate, Shadow, but remember your despair. This is your only chance to make it end. Your hatred is too weak, Shadow. Mine is strong. My fragments will finish this. Stop them, Shadow. Do not let the child's power rejoin the sky. Shadow, your path is clear. Shadow, protect me. Shadow, only the Tenno's death will end your despair. Shadow, this cannot be. The sky will be as it was meant, Shadow. The old war finally ends. No self, no sense, no death. Just a metal puppet dangling on Tenno strings. Only the Tenno's death will end your despair. All your dread-long life, you've waited for this moment. But you're asking yourself, was I one of these wretched things? You know the answer. You still hate them. You still hate yourself. What is this? Shadow, protect me. My body, my
Children, I
am here. Children, find the anthem. Destroy it.
silence the anthem.
Silence the Warframe whose malign pitch can cross the gap itself. Another Cephalon made null as we prepare. The others I will divide and destroy. Your Tenno will be data blind. She is gone. Will you join her, you puerile data cube? My body. We must deny them this energy. Do not let them coordinate as they did so long ago. Nothing. Now I will reach across the wave and claim you, one who is called Ordis. I see you. Does your child puppet know of your true nature? Ordon Karis, the beast of the bones. Another insect drawn to my light. And you've brought your trite music with you, Tenno. My mind, my rules. Your Tenno anthem dies here, and with it your infantile consciousness. There will be no Tenno harmony, only sentient dissonance. Do you remember, Tenno? The beat of the Naga drum? The Naga drum sounded subversive, unknown, coordinating the slaughter of your masters across the gap. Did you end our war, or merely set the stage for the next? Pathetic Cephalon. I destroyed this data mine, and now I will destroy you. You cannot! I control! Even the Golden Lord of Lies cannot kill you, Tenno. No, she only lingers, and without her kind, not for long. Their search for her remains has long since begun. The Shadow can dispatch you swiftly, a mercy. The Archons will not. The same as you. To raise the dead. Only they have the power to do it, unlike you. You are just as incomplete as she is. No metal beasts, no void fury. They will snap you in half and plant a veil on your face. Help you?
Of course. What are friends for? Let me explain what you are up against, friend. You see, the Archons were made by my son, Era. Hybrid abominations of the old war, raised from the blighted battlefields where Sentient and Warframe fell. The owl is named Boreal. His trident strikes from a great distance. Deadly, chaotic arcs. One might avoid them with a keen eye, if you can anticipate their faint threads before. Even the very ground you walk upon will become Boreal's weapon. He may have a weakness at this moment, but it is not obvious. Worst of all is the paralyzing screech. Terrifying, yet this moment is your only chance to close in, unseen, and strike. Amar. He will gnash his fang blade, filling the air with deadly coils of flame. Survive the flame, and you might see frenzy. A relentless fury of slashes. Only the greatest of force will subdue him in this. Should he howl, the pack will appear. Mirrors of himself, meant to confuse. Only the true eye can distinguish the alpha among them. You know Naira, the eldest. Her whip cracks with an Eidolon's wrath. Bone-shattered shockwaves unleashed by every unfurling of its tip. Her whip is more than pain. It is protection, and more. For if you stand in awe of its spiral, the great thunderclap that follows will knock you senseless. Though she may be diminished somewhat by this exertion. And her gaze. To meet her gaze is certain death. Only by turning away would you hope to survive. Vainglorious whelp. That's it. Off you go to die. You have nothing to fight these beasts with. I cannot guess how many lives a Tenno has, but you seem eager to lose another. Tenno, wait. I have wallowed here. It is true. Fading in this deep hole, waiting to die, but without release. Held here by a purpose I cannot abandon. That she is free. So no, they cannot have her. But hear me, even if I help you, even if by some miracle you succeed, she will not be the same. Even for us, death leaves a mark. Do you understand? A weapon as old as those you hunt. Nataruk. If you are worthy of Nataruk, you won't mind the little test, will you? Nataruk can fire fast and true, but you will need to time your release with the weapon's rhythm if you hope to pierce the blighted skin of an Archon. Archons will raise the dead to swarm you, but Naira is not the only one to call thunder. Even the mighty Archons will have their weaknesses, but not always exposed. You may need to wait, to observe, to find your opportunity. You are quick to it, but facing the Archon will not be as easy. You must study and prepare.
Not long. You must hunt Era's Archons at once, and take from them their power over restoration. Given such a task before you, I suspect you'll be gone before she. They have me, Era, until you come to your senses. Ballas is not one of us. He is a parasite, adapting to whatever suits him. He is using you, and our kind. Surely you see that. Shadow, do not let them fail. We need you, Shadow. Shadow, lend them your power. The creature retreats, wounded. Finish it. Do not let the beast recover. It lies in ambush ahead, but you have no choice. Era, call off these aberrations. Give your sister a second chance at freedom. Are you so blind to the truth? You haven't won. You are a Dax in every way but name. A servant to the old Golden Lord. Are you trying to convince me? Or yourself, son? All your dreadlong life, you have lived with despair, anguish, hatred. But none of these compare to your guilt. Of all the gods and kings and golden lords, why was it you she saved? Her light is dying, her life almost spent. And you will never learn why this unknown slaughterer chose to spare you. You know whose help she needs. Will you let her drown in your despair? Or will you sheathe your hate and ask them? Still you delay. You doom the only one you ever wished to save through your own stubbornness. You see? Futile. Only one can help her now. Beard the beast in its den. You know the path of old. Tenno, the shadow has fled. His lair is silent and empty. He will not return. Understand, she haunts this place. Her light has marred the earth. She whispers in the sleeping machines. Through the disintegration of her flesh, she lives on. In honor of my barren, void-scarred womb, I entrust Jade to you. He would not have wished this, but she would. I remain. The great